dismissed him as a low-level volunteer. This comes after we learned that George Papadopoulos pleaded guilty to lying to FBI agents about his contacts with Russians and conversations during which a man offered dirt on Hillary Clinton. The president also tweeting about his former campaign manager, Paul Manafort. He, of course, surrendered to the FBI yesterday and pleaded not guilty to charges that include, but are not limited to, conspiracy against the United States of America. He's accused of funneling payments through foreign companies and bank accounts as part of his political work in Ukraine on behalf of a Russian politician, or one who was favored by the Russians. Another former advisor, Rick Gates, this man also pleaded guilty in the same case. Both of them are now under house arrest. Paul Manafort's lawyer has called the brought onto the Trump campaign as a foreign policy advisor in early March of 2016 and was told at the time, according to the indictment, that the campaign sought better relations with Russia, again, early March of last year. He then took a meeting almost immediately in Italy with a man who professed to have good relations, or good connections with the Russians. On March the 21st of last year, the president identified himself as one of his advisors on his foreign policy team during an interview with the editorial board of the Washington Post newspaper. Here's the audio from that.
Waleed Ferris, who you probably know, PhD advisor to the House of Representatives caucus, and
said by Instagram this photo of the group he called his national security meeting. We've circled George Papadopoulos there. According to the indictment, after that photo opportunity, Papadopoulos had multiple meetings with Russians in person.
Do you still have
Skype and
their Halloween
email,
costumes?
while in contact with campaign officials. Papadopoulos offered to set up a meeting between Trump and Putin. It didn't happen. In August of last year, a campaign official encouraged Papadopoulos to make a trip to Russia to meet with officials.
You wanted to put it on him?
He never did.
Is that what you want to do? You didn't say that.
This year, the FBI interviewed him.
You can put it on for a few minutes. You can get a picture of him.
His meetings with the Russians. He told the FBI he was not on the campaign team when those meetings happened. That was also a lie.
How you doing, Bobo?
On July the 27th, the FBI arrested him. Then, 38 days later, he pleaded guilty. During all or part of those 38 days, he was, as it was described in the indictment, a proactive cooperator in the FBI investigation. And he is still cooperating. We have Team Fox coverage. Kevin Cork at the White House. First, the Chief Washington correspondent, James Rosen, live in Washington. James?
Good afternoon. One key assertion of the special counsel's office and its new star witness, the former Trump campaign foreign policy advisor, George Papadopoulos, is coming under challenge today. You will recall from our coverage yesterday that it was Papadopoulos' meetings with a foreign professor who claimed access to well-connected Russians.
Here you go. You can put one on one of them. Which one you want to do?
For then candidate Donald Trump and
you want to do the cat?
Documents
Here it
released
is.
along with Papadopoulos' guilty plea said, and I quote, "The professor told defendant Papadopoulos, as defendant Papadopoulos later described to the FBI, that
Here's how you
they, meaning the Russians, have very little of Clinton. The Russians had emails with Clinton. They have thousands of emails. Today, the Telegraph newspaper in London has identified the professor as Joseph Nifsud, a teaching fellow at Stirling University in Scotland since May. His resume appears only slightly declined, and his limited history of publication includes articles supportive of Putin regime positions. This photograph was taken at an
You know how to put it on it?
sponsored by the Valdai discussion group of pro-Russian citizens, with which Vladimir Putin meets annually. Nifsud acknowledged meeting with Papadopoulos, but, quote, Professor Nifsud told the Telegraph he was upset by the claims about being privy to dirt on Hillary Clinton because
Tidy.
they were
Hey,
incredible.
Tidy.
He also described
Tidy's
the laughing stock,
not even gonna
suggesting
move.
in the report that he had introduced
Here, all you do is just unstrap it here.
described as
See
a
here?
relative of
Look here.
President Vladimir Putin. Here
This
is
just wraps
Professor
around his
Nifsud
neck.
speaking before that pro-Putin
Like
group
this,
in May
see?
2016, around the time that he was in touch with George Papadopoulos, extolling Moscow's role in finalizing
This
the
one
Iran
goes
nuclear
right
deal.
around his belly, big fat belly.
All the bears there, including the United States, and
There you
most
go.
people dragged into oblivion, and I think the tact of Foreign Minister Lavrov
Tyson ain't even moving. He
is
said, huh?
exceptional in this sense.
The unsealed documents indicate
Oh, come here,
that
Tidy
George
boy.
Papadopoulos is now cooperating with the special counsel's office, having been arrested at Dulles Airport this summer and having entered his guilty plea on October 5th.
Oh, he said, I fell over.
Sentencing is
He
deferred
said, I
and
can't
ultimately
stand this
conditioned
thing.
on the degree of assistance the state's witness will provide
He
to
said,
the
this
special
thing's
counsel's
terrible.
investigation, Chef.
James, thanks. The White House again downplaying George Papadopoulos' role in the campaign, as well as the indictments against Paul Manafort
It
and
is
Rick Gates,
absolutely
both of which have
crazy.
pleaded not guilty. Team Fox coverage continues. White House correspondent Kevin Cork in the briefing room. Kevin?
Listen, Shepard, this White House knows it has tax reform on its mind. They also have a Fed chair that they'd like to announce tomorrow and a big Asia trip coming up. And clearly, the conversation continues to circle back, not only to the guilty plea by George Papadopoulos, but also the indictments and the House arrest of a couple of Trump staffers during the campaign. We're talking about Messrs. Gates and Manafort. Now, today, the White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders once again tried to distance the White House
wrong,
from
Bobo?
Papadopoulos, who, as you know, has been
What is wrong, Bobo?
investigators since his arrest in this summer, I'd say by July.
Papadopoulos is an example of actually somebody doing the wrong thing while the president's campaign did the right thing. All of his emails were voluntarily provided to the special counsel by the campaign, and that is what
They don't even wanna
led
move.
to the process and the
Because
place that
they're-
we're in right now is the campaign fully cooperating and helping with that. What Papadopoulos did was lie, and that's on him, not on the campaign, and we can't speak for that.
So you can see where they're going
Yeah,
with this
I
thing,
can't even raise my
Shepard.
feet.
Their idea is, no matter what has come out thus far from the special counsel's investigation, nothing, at least directly, they would argue, has tied the president or the campaign specifically to collusion with the Russian, Shepard.
Kevin, the president also talked about the Republican tax plan today.
Yeah, this is one of those things where you keep trying to turn the conversation back for something that has major policy implications, to say nothing of the fact that we know how tough the battle was on Capitol Hill over health care. They're going to try it again, this time with tax reform.
Tyson said, this
Sarah
thing's
Sanders
terrible.
again talking about the need to focus
Boom.
on what the president really would like to get done, and that's get tax reform to happen quickly. The president, with the spray earlier today, talking about taxes as well, is what he had to say about it.
It is really terrible.
I want the House to pass a
It's
bill
so
by
terrible.
Thanksgiving. I
Come
want
here, baby.
all of the people standing by
Come
my
here,
side. When we get ready to sign
You
my
good boy.
Christmas, hopefully before
Ooh, you
Christmas,
said
we'll
shake 'em.
get the
Shake those things.
standing front row center. I think we'll be able to find a place where you can all stand front row center. It'll be a big event. It'll be the biggest tax event in the history
Cat
of
said,
our
I'm not even moving. I'm not going to
Try
move.
again, meaning you can try to turn the conversation to taxes, but that doesn't mean, Shepard, at any point, especially given the nature of this investigation with the special counsel, that won't be the lead conversation, especially in rooms like this one, Shepard.
Kevin Cork at the White House, thank you. Ahead, more on the Mueller investigation and the Papadopoulos connection. What exactly happened in the months between the foreign
See, this
campaigns,
thing's
or I should say,
irritating.
the advisor's arrest and his guilty plea. It was 38 days. Judge Andrew Napolitano will join us with more on what the indictment indicates and what could be coming. That's straight ahead from the Fox News deck on a Halloween afternoon. Good to have you, man.
Tyson said, take it off. Come here, honey. I'll take it off.
Shepard Smith reported.
Come here, honey.
All day
Come here,
strong,
Teddy Bo.
all day long.
Come here,
Shepard
Tyson.
woke up with back pain.
Let me take it off. You don't like it, do
So he
you?
took a leave. If you're
No.
taking Tylenol,
He said
you
this
stop
thing's
with more
terrible.
pills right now. Only a leave.
Is it
has the strength to
bad?
Stop tough pain
Come here.
for up to 12 hours with just one pill.
I think Tyson prefers being a dog.
Yeah.
Hey
Come here, honey.
Taylor from Chicago.
Come on, I'll take it off.
Looking for someone to laugh with. Someone who
Tyson,
nobody
come here.
who's just in it.
He doesn't even want to go to, though.
He don't want to even move.
See you soon.
Well, his tail's wagging, so...
Come here, Tidy Bo.
Paying less for my Medicare? I'm a
Come here, honey.
Extra benefits?
That cat, he said he just fell over. He said, I am not. He said this thing's terrible.
So can your health open mind. You can everything.
He said, I absolutely hate it.
And Medicare Advantage.
Alright, let's free Tyson from his
Tools that Medicare.
costume.
We'll call Medicare.
Open to something better. Start
There you
today.
go. He said, that thing's terrible. Come here, kitty. Come here, fat boy. He said, this thing is absolutely terrible. There.
They're cute in their short costumes, though.
He said, we don't like them.
No depository fees, and you have direct physical control over your IRA because your IRA gold and silver coins will be delivered to your door with free shipping and free insurance. You
I hate it. He said, it's awful. Isn't it, Tyson? It's terrible.
Would the bunny costume fit Tyson?
No, it's too small. Why'd you turn the TV off, bud? He's in his bedroom. Papadopoulos. What's he eating? Probably.
Admitted that he lied to the FBI about his contacts with Russia and a professor offering dirt on Hillary Clinton. He lied about the timing of that. He lied when he said he was not a member of the campaign during any of that. And the plea deal happened 38 days after they arrested him. It was 38 days. The original charges, those original charges against him, included obstruction of justice. But now he is charged only with lying. Why did that happen? We'll get to that. Analysts say Robert Mueller's decision to reveal all of this now, he certainly did not have to, sends a message that Papadopoulos could be giving the special counsel some key information. Fox News senior judicial analyst Judge Adrian Napolitano is here. You think he wore a wire?
I think he wore a wire.
You're not alone.
No, right, and I don't know when he wore the wire. He either wore it between the time of his arrest and the time of his guilty plea, or the time of his guilty plea and the revelation of the existence of the guilty plea yesterday. This is a very unusual guilty plea, Shep.
How so?
It occurred in secret. The doors to the courtroom were locked, and the documents referencing the existence of the guilty plea were kept under seal by order of the judge. Now, in order for a judge to do this, prosecutors and defense counsel must both request the secrecy, and the government must persuade the judge that the failure to maintain secrecy will materially interfere with an ongoing criminal investigation. Translate, he's become one of our witnesses. He's probably wearing a wire. We're going to send him to talk to some people. If they know he's pleaded guilty because you make this public, Your Honor, then you will defeat our criminal investigation. The judge says, okay.
Hopefully my mom will get a good laugh.
The original charge, as you just said, against him was obstruction of justice. 20 years.
Up to 20 years in prison.
Right. Lying to the FBI, 5.
In addition.
If he tells the, but he was never charged with the obstruction.
I know, but had he been?
Correct. That's tells me he has already provided significant assistance
Tyson,
to the government.
you want a sausage?
For them to reduce the 20 to 5.